Is taking a loan always a financial risk?
No, Bharti, taking a loan is not always a financial risk.
If someone has a CIBIL score below 750, does getting a loan become difficult?
If we talk about only the CIBIL score, that is not the sole criteria in the banking sector.
So many people think financially strong people can get loan. Is that true?
No, it's not absolutely true.
Are collateral-free loans easier to get, and it's choosing the lowest EMI always the best option?
Collateral-free loans are not easier to get.
Are document CIBIL score and comparing bank really important for loan approval?
Documentation part is the only sole criteria that decides your loan eligibility.
Hello everyone, this is Bharti Gola and today I'm here with an interesting topic. The most common myth about loans. These myths don't just create confusion, they actually affect your financial growth. So today let's understand the real truth behind them with an expert. We have with us Mr. Kuldeep Kumar, who has 16 plus years of experience in the banking sector, having worked with Bank of Baroda and HDFC Bank as a credit head. He is now associate with Direct Credit. Welcome, sir. So let's start with the most common myth. Is taking a loan always a financial risk?
No, Bharti, taking a loan is not always a financial risk. It entirely depends upon your users. See, if you're actually in need of it, you will assign or you will take a loan. But if you're taking the loan just for sake of maintaining the lifestyle, it is definitely a liability. So it entirely depends upon your usage, your repayment capacity, the track record, and the amount of loan that you're actually seeking.
Okay, sir. My next question is, if someone has a CIBIL score below 750, does getting a loan become difficult?
No, not at all. 750 is a very good CIBIL score as far as banks and NBFCs are concerned. But if we talk about only the CIBIL score, that is not the sole criteria in the banking sector. Banks not only rely on your CIBIL score, they rely on a number of factors. Like they check your repayment capacity, they check your past prepayment record, your income eligibility criteria, your debt equity ratios. So there are n number of factors which decides your loan eligibility rather than a CIBIL score of 750 and above.
And sir, what about zero CIBIL score?
Zero CIBIL score or -1 CIBIL score means the customer has insufficient history. That means the customer has not availed any facility in the past. So this CIBIL TransUnion has got no record of his past transactions. But that does not mean the customer cannot avail the loan. Yes, he can avail the loan, but at a rate of interest which might be little higher as compared to the other having a good CIBIL score.
So many people think financially strong people can get loan. Is that true?
No, it's not absolutely true. Financially stable people is not any criteria that fits into the banking sector. Bank basically rely upon your repayment capacity. Bank basically rely upon your payment track, your payment history. So if you think that only a financial stable person can get a loan, that is simply a myth. The loan will entirely depend upon your repayment capacity. It will entirely depend upon how quickly and easily you can repay your loan and what exactly is your requirement as far as your obligations are concerned.
Are collateral-free loans easier to get, and it's choosing the lowest EMI always the best option?
Collateral-free loans are not easier to get because since banks are not taking any collateral, that means bank is taking more risk. So when bank is taking more risk, that means they will look for more good scores. They will look for deeper CIBIL analysis. They will look for more documentation. But at the same time, bank will also charge a little higher rate of interest because in that case, the risk involved is really high. So collateral-free loan, it can only be given to the party or the customer having a very good banking track record. And secondly, if we talk about choosing the lower EMI, see, if we choose the lower EMI, that means we increase the tenure. So if we increase the tenure, the interest portion gets increased. So there's no sense in making the EMI lower by increasing the tenure because that ultimately leads to increase of your loan interest. So if you have sufficient repayment capacity, make sure that you take the loan that is adaptable and equitable to the tenure that you're actually seeking the loan for.
Are document CIBIL score and comparing bank really important for loan approval?
Yes, if we talk about documents, that is really very important in the banking sector because documentation part is the only sole criteria that decides your loan eligibility. It decides the entire flow of the loan and it decides your entire repayment capacity, how quickly and how easily you can repay the loan. If we talk about CIBIL score, yes, banks have also decided and set up few criteria according to which if you pass that cutoff score, only then you're eligible to get the loan. That not only defines your repayment capacity, it also defines your prepayment history as well. And yes, it is very important to compare the banks and its policies because every bank has got certain guidelines as compared to other NBFCs, and each bank work in their own guidelines before sanctioning the loan. So it's not that if one particular bank rejects the loan, the other person cannot. So the other bank may sanction the loan on the same terms and conditions. So comparing the bank is really very important as far as the sanctioning of loan is concerned.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking out your valuable time and sharing such insightful information with us. I hope this video has helped clear many of your doubt and misconceptions about loan. And if you still have any question, you can connect with our expert team.